Are you someone looking for job in top MNCs in India in finance and accounts profile? If your answer is yes, then this video is going to help you a lot, because in today's video, we're going to talk about top 10 skills which you should master if you want to get hired in top MNCs in India. So without any further ado, let's get started. At number 1, we have analytical and critical thinking skills. Companies are looking for professionals who can find insight out of complex data which they can use for making informed decisions. For example, in finance role, you are expected to analyze financial statement, spot trends, and suggest any improvements. Practicing data interpretation and case studies can help you sharpen this skill. If you are serious about landing a job in top MNC in India, make sure you are working on your analytical skills and critical thinking skills. Only then you will be able to secure a good job in top MNCs. Moving ahead, now let's talk about our skill number 2, financial reporting and analysis. Now this skill become very critical if you are applying for a record to report or FP&A role. You should be familiar with how we prepare financial statement like cash flow statement, income statement, balance sheet, etc. Apart from this, if you have good understanding of financial reporting frameworks and US GAAP, UK GAAP, IFRS, if you have good knowledge of these things, these are surely going to help you a lot in securing a dream job in top MNCs in India. I'm sure most of you must be aware that top MNCs in India are working with clients from UK and US mostly. So it is very important you have at least basic understanding of US GAAP, UK GAAP and IFRS. If you want a detailed video on any of these topics, do let me know in the comments and I'll try to make a video for you guys. Moving ahead, now let's talk about our skill number 3, which we should master if we want to get hired in top MNCs. Knowledge of ERP system. Almost all the top MNCs operate using ERP systems. ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. I'm sure you guys must have heard about SAP or Oracle. These are two of the most used ERPs in top MNCs. So if you have knowledge of these ERP systems, these are going to help you a lot in securing your dream job. I'm not suggesting you to go and purchase any expensive course, but if you will search on YouTube itself, you will find so many courses where so many teachers are teaching very good SAP and Oracle. Just search in YouTube and learn at least basics of SAP and Oracle based on the job you have applied for. Up next, we have financial modeling and forecasting. This skill is very essential if you are applying for financial planning and analysis or FP&A role in top MNCs. In FP&A roles, you are expected to predict future trends and help company in better planning for those trends. Financial models help stimulate various business scenarios. If you learn to create good financial model in Excel, it is surely going to be a very good skill on your resume, which might help you in getting shortlisted for a job interview and also end up getting you a job with top MNC. If you are a fresher or a beginner, I would suggest search on YouTube. You will find so many educational videos on how to prepare financial model from scratch. So you can learn from there, and once you have the basic understanding, you can go for online courses as well. Moving ahead, now let's talk about our skill number 5, which we should master if we want to get hired in top MNC in India. So it is none other than communication skills. Now don't get me started on communication skills. On this channel, in my previous videos, I have talked about communication skills I don't know so many times. Irrespective of the profile you are going to work in, this is the one skill which is mandatory to learn for every professional in top MNC. When you get hired in top MNC, in day-to-day work, you might be communicating in your local or regional language, but when you communicate in official meeting, whether it is internal or external with clients, you are expected to communicate with them in English. So it is very important for you that you start working on your communication skill from today onwards. So when you get a chance, you don't lose any opportunity just because you are not good at your communication skills. Remember, your goal is not to get just hired in top company, but also get timely promotion and growth in your career. And for that, you must develop this communication skill, because even if you are good at your job, but if you are not able to communicate it during an important meeting or with stakeholders, it is going to cost you a lot. So make sure you are working on your communication skill from today onwards. Moving ahead, now let's talk about our sixth skill, which is going to be understanding of corporate law and compliances. If you are working in a top MNC and their client is Indian, you should have basic understanding of Indian corporate law and compliances. And if you are working for a client which is not based in India, suppose it is from UK or US, then you should have basic understanding of corporate law which is applicable in that respective country. So basic understanding of these corporate laws and compliances will help you understand the work you are doing. This will ensure that you are not just mugging up few steps and how to perform some activity, but you are also understanding the compliances behind it, which will portray a good image of you in front of management, which will increase your chances of getting promoted timely or quickly as compared to others. So make sure whenever you get a chance, you are developing this skill as well. Moving ahead, now let's talk about our next skill, which is going to be Excel. Like communication skill, Excel is also one of those skills which you are going to use a lot if you are going to work with any top MNC, because generally what happens, large amount of data sets are kept using the Excel tool. Some companies also use Google Sheets, but majorly if you'll go and work for any top company, you will see they are using the MS Office, and Excel is a one tool which they are using irrespective of the profile. Users can be less or more based on the role, but I can assure you, you will see Excel tool in every role you are going to work for. So make sure you start learning Excel from today only. The next skill which you should develop is problem solving and adaptability. Now, what do you understand by problem solving and adaptability? Accounting and finance professionals are expected to deal with so many unexpected scenarios. That's where problem solving and adaptability skill comes handy. Companies are looking for individuals who got problem solving and adaptability skill, because you can see in today's AI era, everything is ruled by AI and everything is changing so fast like never before. So companies are looking for individuals who got problem solving skills, and they can come handy whenever company feels like they are stuck somewhere. If you want to develop your problem solving skills, you need to start solving case studies or hypothetical scenarios where you need to use critical thinking under time pressure. So if you start solving these cases, it will surely improve your critical thinking and problem solving skills. The number 9 skill which you should master is networking. I have also mentioned this in my previous videos. If you want to get hired in top MNCs, start building your network. And the best platform for building network is LinkedIn. If you don't have a LinkedIn profile yet, you are missing so much. Create your LinkedIn profile, update it properly, and start building connection. Don't just add someone and request them to refer you in their company. Instead, connect with someone, engage with their content, or get in touch with them. First, build a personal bond and then request them, and hopefully they will help you with any open position in their company, because you know everyone is so busy and nobody will care about you unless they have a personal connect with you. So that's why if you don't have any LinkedIn profile, first create one, start building connections, and once you feel like you have good connection with someone, request them, and hopefully they will help you out, and that can help you get your dream job as well. Okay, great. Now let's move on and talk about our last skill for this video, which is going to help you a lot if you want to work in top MNCs, which is going to be domain expertise. Now, what do I mean by domain expertise? Finance and accounting is very broad. Firstly, you need to decide out of so many available options, which is the profile you want to work for. For example, we have order to cash, accounts payable, accounts receivable, procure to pay, record to report, financial planning and analysis, and so many profiles. So firstly, you need to decide out of all these available options, which is the profile you want to work in. And once you have decided it, start working on building domain expertise. For example, if I have decided that I want to work in record to report profile, I'll start building my domain expertise in record to report profile. If you want to build domain expertise in any of these profiles, you can check out playlist section on my channel. I have created a dedicated playlist on each of these topics. You can watch that particular playlist and start building your domain expertise. If you also want to prepare for your interview, you can visit my website CorporateWala.in, and from there you can register for resources which you think might help you in securing your dream job. I hope you found some value from this video. If you did, do like it. If I missed any skill which you think is very important in today's day and era, do comment and let me know. I'll see you soon with next video. Till then, take care and all the best for your job hunting.